Taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. Today's reading is all about ancestral derived messages concerning the year 2023. So this is whatever your ancestral team wanted to highlight about the upcoming year for you. And they touched on a lot of different subjects and topics in each one of the piles. It had a very kind of a focused sort of energy or topic to it, I noticed, with each of the piles. But yeah, that's what we're looking into today. So let's just jump straight into the disclaimers and the meditation. So obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you do not like and think that you are just doomed to that reality, then you are not using my readings correctly. I conduct these readings for confirmation and not answers, so if you hear something for the first time, please do not take that message without receiving further confirmation from your higher self and spiritual team. Realize at the end of the day that your free will and what you do with it will determine your outcome, not a pick a card reading on YouTube. Be responsible, be accountable for your own actions, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along, and understand that this is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, this is a general reading for the collective, so in order for this reading to resonate with you on a personal level, you have to be personally synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway into it, I will be placing crystals for my clairvoyance. I like to pick piles with objects on them, and after the clairvoyant pile selection there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you are drawn to another pile, it's because there is another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can receive confirming messages from your ancestral team about the upcoming year of 2023. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. On pile 1, I am not sure what this crystal is called because they didn't have it labeled in the store that I got it from. It almost looks like pyrite or something, but this is what we have on pile 1. On pile 2 is a stone called green gold citrine. On pile 3 is a stone called, I believe, dumortierite, I'm not sure, but it's dumortierite in quartz. And on pile 4 is grape agate. All right, pile one, welcome to your reading. So we're going to start off with we'll start with your tarot cards just to receive some messages from your ancestral team concerning next year, 2023. Okay, so let's get started. The very first tarot card that we have for you, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Seven of Swords. And then we have the Fool. Okay, pile one with the Four of Swords here in reverse. Your ancestors are really emphasizing not going into 2023 being so demanding on your body, not pushing yourself to the breaking point. They're saying that you have these plans or ideas that in the new year, I want to honor my body better than in the past. Like, for example, I'm going to make sure that I get more rest or go to bed earlier, stop work sooner. And they're saying not to be so lax with how you approach that specific change. Like, don't get to the first week of January and say, like, I'll start next week. They're saying the way that you use your body in terms of, like, for example, not getting adequate amount of sleep is not something that can continue. Maybe you want to adopt a healthier lifestyle or diet, or maybe you want to work out more, cut something out of your routine. Somewhere your goal is to take it easier on your body, and they have an exclamation mark over that intention. So whatever you can do to implement those changes, do not hesitate and make really firm boundaries with yourself that you will do these things. They want you to promise yourself that you will do something that you intend on changing when it comes to your body, specifically with this Four of Swords being in reverse, because they keep taking me back to your energy levels being impacted or not having had as much energy in 2022. And there's some sort of repeated behavior that you know you need or want to change, and that's the first thing that they're really stressing with your Four of Swords here showing up in reverse, which is interesting because the swords, it talks about the mind, communication, mental state, information, but they keep bringing up your body and saying physically we've been trying to reach you through the body itself. And you more than likely already know what this is if you were intuitively drawn to pile one. Seven of Swords, the first thing coming through with this card and in the middle of your reading is whoever you've been contemplating keeping or ditching in the new year, they are saying stick with your gut, listen to your intuition, because whatever relationship that has been on the fence, it's been undefined, it has yet to change. Maybe you've been saying like, I need you to do more of this, or I need you to do less of that, and they haven't made these changes. Something has to change where you have absolute clarity on where this particular person and relationship stands in your life. So for instance, if you've been going back and forth with a friend about certain treatment or behaviors, the way they communicate that you don't like, this is like funny behavior with the Seven of Swords. This is funny movement with the Seven of Swords. So it's not very like, oh, they definitely stabbed me in the back or crossed a major line. The Seven of Swords is, again, your intuition that has been telling you, I don't feel right. My spirit is not at peace with something, or it's not at peace with them. But not having a reason laid out in front of you that's good enough or comprehensible enough for you to walk away. So this could be a connection where it's been on the fence, like, I don't know what we're doing or what we are to each other for a very long time. This is like a frenemy, for instance. Somebody moves funny, but it's not egregious enough to make you completely cut them out. They are highlighting that particular connection with the Seven of Swords, and the message in the cards is start anew with the Fool card here. If you have to ask, is this my friend? Are we in this committed relationship? Is there longevity here? Are they doing something that I wouldn't like behind my back? That's the issue. They're saying the problem is the question itself, and the reason that you are questioning someone's place in your life or in your inner circle. Because with the Seven of Swords is a type of energy or character. You really don't know that they you really don't know that they have done something until after they've done it. So this is Seven of Swords is more so like finding out about some sort of betrayal after the fact, after the action has been made. Seven of Swords is a type of card where it's like you're not going to notice that whoever had access to your swords, that they took 5 or 7 of them until you go and check how many swords is in your storage and you count them and you're like, wait, 7 are missing. I only gave the key to this one person. And that's when you realize that that's what the Seven of Swords is like. And your ancestors are saying that that is the issue. They're saying that the problem is the question, wondering how loyal somebody is, wondering how much you can trust somebody. So that's an area that they keep stressing, that again, you already know what this is or who this person is. Again, it might not be blatant problems, but the fact that you can see the potential of something scandalous happening, that's what they are highlighting. This could also be as well, going back to your body, this could also be something getting out of hand, and not realizing it until like after the fact, until after maybe you start developing symptoms like maybe anxiety. For just an example, maybe you notice that you get more anxious or something in the coming months, and this is something that could have been prevented had you got more rest and more sleep throughout the night, or had you changed up your sleeping schedule and started going to bed sooner like you've been planning to or wanting to do. So this is about implementing changes. It's kind of the same exact thing if you were finding this sort of energy present in a relationship or two of yours where it's like, I keep having this question about somebody and I don't know what it is. You don't want to necessarily wait for something to happen for you to then go back and be like, oh, that's what that was about. So this is basically, is that a crow? That is crazy. So this is basically, the Seven of Swords is basically like, there's some sort of information that you're like, it's like a drip. Kind of like how, you know, like an IV drip or something at the hospital. This is how this information is coming into you intuitively, subconsciously, spiritually. There's some sort of drip of information coming in and you keep like questioning it or looking at it, but there's something suspect here with the Seven of Swords. This could as well be too, for some of you, for some of my pile ones, the Seven of Swords is all about your trust issues, just in general, not even concerning a specific person or relationship, but it's just it's just your challenges when it comes to trusting someone, when it comes to taking that step with someone, when it comes to giving that key to someone, giving that access to someone and saying, hey, I'm going to let you in. I'm going to let you closer to me. I'm going to let you in on this information, or I'm going to let you have access to something that I normally keep private or keep to myself, or I keep people out of. This could also be your ancestors sort of highlighting the fact that you maybe have trust issues just in general, especially with it coming right before the Fool and the way that the Seven of Swords is staring at your Fool card right here. So this is the type of energy that your ancestors, they don't want you to look back on in the future and be able to connect the dots like, oh, that's why they said that, or that's why this person was acting weird, or that's why I felt off, or that's why I was thinking that or questioning that. Again, this will be a feeling or a situation that you are already questioning and don't fully trust. Seven of Swords is all about an audacious character that sees an opportunity to take something that is not theirs. So if you are feeling off energy in the presence of someone else or something else, and that's when it's happening to your face, your ancestors are indicating what could be happening behind your back when you are not looking. So if you do not have any situations or people around you that make you question their intentions, this message does not apply to you. Then it's going to be concerning any sort of trust issues that you may have in general. But when it comes to relationships or other people or a situation, then this message is going to apply to the ones that have been feeling on guard and alert about a particular person or situation for a long time. Like for instance, if this person walks into a room and you notice like you're not as relaxed, something about your posture, your body, your vibe just changes, pay attention to that, okay? And I don't want anyone to feel paranoid, but I do have to relay the message in the cards as they come up. So to see the Fool here directly after the Seven of Swords is a couple of separate messages coming up. For some of you, you are dealing with a situation, person, or energy that does not want to let you go. They also don't want to meet you halfway somewhere with the Seven of Swords. So you deciding to embark on some sort of a chapter or a journey without them, with the Fool right here, someone doesn't want to be left behind. They want to tag along. As you can see the Seven of Swords looking back at the Fool card. So full transparency. Okay, this next bit is not a message that I'm picking up directly from your ancestors, but the positioning of the cards make me want to say this to keep some sort of a new business venture, or maybe a project or a prospect or an opportunity or even an idea to yourself. Whatever has not cemented itself as like this is for sure happening, keep it to yourself until there is no risk of it not pulling all the way through. This could be only having gone on a couple of dates with someone that you really see a lot of potential with the Fool right here. Do not tell a friend, for instance, that you've been feeling maybe distant or unsure of until you guys solidify the relationship with the person that you're dating. Just an example. This could be a job that you just interviewed for, and you get this weird feeling before mentioning it to a particular family member. Do not tell them until you land that position, especially if there's some sort of a group setting and maybe there's people around you that you absolutely would not question if they have your back, but maybe there's one individual or a couple of people in that group or at that table or present for that conversation that you're not so sure of. Whoever's been showing signs of jealousy, unable to compliment you or to root for you, it seems like maybe they're competing or they get upset whenever you have a moment for yourself. If there's any sort of people like that present in a group setting, then refrain from relaying this information. Keep whatever sort of new venture that you have to yourself. This could even be for some of you, a specific person that seems to act weird around your birthday. Maybe they bring up some sort of off conversation or something on your birthday. Maybe you guys argue around your birthday every single year. Again, keep this good information or this new opportunity. Keep it to yourself, because the Fool card is talking about your limitless potential and an abundance, literally a countless amount of opportunities coming your way in 2023 with the Fool card here, pile one. Fool card is card number 0. It actually precedes the major arcana, meaning that the Fool can reach unseen heights. It is up to the Fool. It's not like we see the Emperor or the Hierophant or the Hermit or the Star here. No, we see the Fool with no number allotted to this card. It's number 0. What's the difference between 0 and every other number that exists? Every other number is limited besides 0. 0 is at the core, or it is in every single number that exists. So 0 is the source, right? So you get to decide where this Fool card energy or new chapter takes you. How far do you want to go, in other words, pile one? Do you want to take the Fool to the Hermit? Do you want to take it to the Emperor? Do you want to take it all the way to the World? It's up to you, because there's nothing obstructing your goals, and the 7 of Swords character knows it, okay? So that's something that your ancestors, they really want to highlight for you. Let's get, I never use these, so let's get a couple of Kipper cards. Let's just see if there's any other topic that your ancestors want to highlight. We have here family room. So this could be something going on within your family. There could be a couple of maybe family members or relatives that you're questioning, or maybe you don't feel as comfortable around. Maybe you're working on trusting your family a bit more. So family could totally be a main, a highlighted sort of topic for you in the year 2023. We have underneath the deck poverty, but let me get one more. This could be a family member that's not doing as good as you in the year 2023. And so they're taking up this 7 of Swords type of energy. Let me just see what these are. Now we have thief. You see this? Thief and unexpected income. Thief, 7 of Swords. That's an unexpected income. Oh, and then pathway underneath the deck. Oh. So, okay. So thief could totally be, this, it's definitely the 7 of Swords character. And this person or situation, whoever, whatever it is, they may want to jump on your bandwagon because you're getting unexpected income coming in. Opportunities, possibilities, blessings, pathways, unexpected pathways opening up for you, as you can see. Wow. And then we have thief here, and then this looks like that's not a kid. Is that a kid? I'm not sure. But whoever this is somebody trying to take maybe this newfound prosperity that's about to enter your life. So be very careful, especially with family room coming up here. This could be a family member, and this is only going to apply to those of you that are already kind of questioning a family member or a relative that's moving a little bit funny. They're moving a little bit odd. Hold on, because that's going to agitate me. Okay, I'm trying to wait for this card to stop making all this noise before I continue, because it'll throw me off. Some of you as well with family room, you have family wealth coming in the year of 2023. This could be with other family members. Maybe you yourself are starting a family in 2023, whatever that looks like for you. So maybe, like, let's say you adopt this year or in 2023. Or let's say that you decide to get in some sort of long-term partnership with somebody. That's family, right? Maybe you make a new connection with like a group of friends, a new group of friends or something, and you consider them to be family, especially with the way that these transits are right now. We actually just spoke about that on Patreon, with like the way that this energy is set up right now. It's possible for friends to feel more like family than family itself. It's possible for family to feel more like friends than your friends. So yeah, but with the family room right here, some of you, whatever that looks like for you, if you plan on expanding your family, or if it's not something that you're necessarily looking at, but maybe you're open to it, there could be family wealth coming in. So much wealth coming, especially with unexpected income. There could be so much wealth coming in for you in the year of 2023 that your family is sort of taking to new heights as well. And somebody in new heights with the Fool right here. And whoever this is with the Seven of Swords, you're right to question them. You're right to question them if you're already questioning them. Let's get a couple of other messages from your ancestors. Anything else that they may want to say? We have here awakening. I feel like that's what the Seven of Swords and this Four of Swords in reverse is too. It says, "Oh my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense." Another thing that's a little bit weird, which I don't think we talk about enough, but it just came through with this awakening card because of what it says. Some of you guys, you could just be going through some sort of a spiritual awakening as well in the year of 2023. And when that happens, not only does your like physical life change, like your mundane reality change, but spiritually you become more prosperous. Spiritually you become more wealthy when you go through some sort of a conscious awakening or conscious journey. We do have the Fool here. Like I said, this is all about some sort of a new journey. It could be conscious, it could be more when it comes to like your physical reality. It's you name it, it's a possibility for you. Pile one. With awakening here, it's weird because sometimes when a person goes through like a conscious awakening, it can actually make other people around them feel inferior. This could be family, this could be friends that you've known for a long time, co-workers. Other people can sometimes feel inferior to that, like maybe you're more wise than them or more connected than them, and you'd be shocked how many people are actually jealous of people's conscious awakening. So you could go through some sort of spiritual awakening in 2023, especially with the Fool card right here. Four of Swords in reverse, and it's talking about awakening. Yeah, look at the Four of Swords. You see how it looks like they're asleep? This card to me, it always looks like a tomb, like someone's dead. But if you look at it upright, it's actually supposed to be somebody that's like asleep or sort of like meditating. The fact that yours is in reverse is saying that something within you is awakening, and it's the Swords here. So this is about some sort of information, knowledge, awakening within you. And there could be somebody around you that feels jealous of that. They want that. With Thief and the Seven of Swords here, they want that. So let's get it. Let's grab another. What's underneath? We have Sacrifice underneath the deck. Let's get one more though. So that could be another thing that you find people getting jealous of in 2023 with the Seven of Swords here, is the fact that you're going through the spiritual ascension process. We have here delusion. It says intention without surrender can be a fast path to delusion. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is literally the card of delusion, because somebody feels delusional enough to want what you have so badly that they feel entitled to your own swords, which is why this asshole character comes through and attempts to take what is not his. So with delusion here, we've got thief, Seven of Swords, delusion here, and awakening. Your ancestors definitely want to talk about some of you guys awakening to the fact, like, you know what, that's not a friend, or that's not a family member, that's not a person that I want around me, because they feel too entitled to my unexpected income, my blessings, my new beginnings, my next chapter. They feel too entitled to that. And you really need to listen to that, pile one, especially for those of you that have been feeling that. You've been wondering. Self-love kind of slid out. But underneath the deck, divine flow, it says, eventually one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow, at all costs. So you guys are really going to be flowing in 2023. And that means that there's going to be a lot of developments for you. And whoever sees this, is witnessing this, especially with the swords being here, whoever is witnessing this sort of like come up for you, or these developments and changes for you, they may get a little salty about it. They may get a little salty. Okay, let's get some couple more messages, and then we'll get one final card, one final message from your ancestors. Okay, so we have here early stages. It's full energy. It says you are still in the early stages of growth, but the long-term outlook is strong if you keep nurturing and engaging your talents. This is that full energy, unexpected income. And then we have underneath the deck, master your fears. That's what you guys are doing with the Fool here. Four of Swords in reverse. You guys are mastering your fears. You're going to overcome your fears in the year 2023. And your ancestors are going to be right behind you to help you do that. It says here, uncover the hidden fears that are ingrained in you and holding you back from living your most authentic life. This also kind of sounds like the message that I picked up with a small amount of you with the Seven of Swords here, where it's like, if you're not questioning anyone around you, it could just be that your trust issues get really triggered in the year 2023, especially because with the Fool here, some of you guys, your trust issues could get triggered if you find yourself connecting to new people, new relationships, new opportunities, new chapters, and you're having to confront whatever your doubts are or your fears are. So that's another thing that a lot of you will be doing as well in the year 2023. And again, like I said, your ancestors are going to be right behind you. Actually, let me get one more. And then we'll flip from this other one. What is this? We have reaching. The moment to act has arrived. You've reached your desired destination, carrying out the plan. You guys' plans are going to work out. You guys' plans are going to... Wherever you guys may have experienced plans falling through in the past, that's not going to happen. 2023 is a solid year for you, pile one, where whatever ideas and plans that you have, no matter how far reaching they are, they're really going to work out. There's a lot of security around them. And then we have here risky choices. One will heal, the other is toxic. Choice between good and evil, danger, risk, warning. You guys, please listen to your intuition. I didn't want to mention the word dangerous. The fact that the word still came up in a different card, this is your ancestors kind of saying, whoever it is that you are questioning around you, like I said, I don't want to make nobody paranoid. So this is only going to apply to those of you that you already know who and what I am talking about. If this message is for you, you already know exactly who and what I'm talking about. If there is any specific person around you that just, they move funny, you're looking at them weird, you don't feel as comfortable and relaxed around them, you're wondering, should I even let them in on this? Should I tell them about that? Why do I not trust them enough to let them in on this and that that's happening and occurring and developing in my life? There is a reason for that. Okay? Somebody here, whoever it is that you're questioning or side-eyeing a little bit, like, I'm not at peace whenever I'm around this person or energy. It's because they're dangerous, and they are dangerous because they are willing to take the risk. They're willing to make risky choices that could impact you. And like I was saying with the Seven of Swords, you don't want to look back in the future and be like, oh, that's why I was wondering about them. That's what your ancestors are trying to avoid for you, okay? And underneath the deck here, we have, I'm done. We've got in the shadows, keep your personal life private, not the right time, move in silence. This is exactly what I was telling you guys. I said exactly that. Whatever is working out for you, keep it to yourself, because the Seven of Swords thief character person ain't right. It could even be an idea that you have and they're like, oh yeah, whatever, you know, maybe they don't praise you for it. Maybe they don't act as excited. Maybe they even doubt it. Maybe they even try to get you to question it and tell you that something isn't a good idea of yours. That's because this asshole character is, they would literally take it and try to brand it for themselves. Be very careful with this, because they're in the shadows. They think that they're in the shadows. The Seven of Swords, though, in the Rider-Waite-Smith version, it's very bright and lit up. So there's a lot of visibility. Whatever this person thinks they're doing in the shadows is getting exposed. Okay, let's get one final card or message for you guys. Let me shuffle these. Okay. You'll also know the Seven of Swords character because they will drain you possibly of energy, whatever sort of plans and ideas that you have that you may be excited about. If you do decide to go out on a limb and make the risk or take the risk to let this person in on any ideas that you have, you may not feel as excited about them afterwards, or after a conversation with them, you may not feel as excited, as motivated when it comes to some sort of new idea, new venture, new chapter, something like that. The card that your ancestors showed here, though, is Awaken Your Inner Shaman. Connect, invoke, heal. Sounds a lot like this awakening card. So a lot of you guys, you're awakening your own inner shaman. This could even be, I just saw 111 on my clock, so 111 may be significant for my, yeah, you are pile one. But yeah, you guys, you may have a shaman, a part of your ancestral team. So one of your ancestors could have been an extremely powerful shaman. They may have loved to have worked with fire. Some of you guys in my pile ones, you may love to work with fire, candle magic, stuff like that. You may find yourself doing fire scrying, where you download messages from a flame. You may burn your intentions, things like that, any petitions. If so, it's more than likely because this some sort of powerful ancestor on your ancestral team, they worked with fire a lot in the past. This almost looks Native American, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me. So some of you guys, maybe you are Native American or have some sort of Native American roots. This would be that ancestor that's very strong. Underneath the deck, look, what was my first message to you that came through from your ancestors? Treat your body well, exercise, meditate, massage. Okay, I might read both of these because that was the first message that came up for you with this Four of Swords in reverse. Like I was saying, I know this is a swords, but they keep talking about your body for some reason. So yeah, let's see. I think I'm going to read both. Okay, so Awaken Your Inner Shaman here says, for the Tuvans, okay, every part of nature, every rock, river, mountain, animal, and tree has a spirit, story, and a purpose. They also hold great respect for the souls of their ancestors. Nomadic cattle herders who live in yurts, the Tuvans, have lived in southern Siberia. Oh, this is southern Siberia for thousands of years. So if you guys have any sort of Siberian roots or anything like that, this could be that ancestor of yours. It says, as providers of healing, wisdom, ritual, and divination, the shaman is central to Tuvan society. Shamans walk between, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's what it is right there. Tuvan, Tuvan, in case you wanted to look into that. But it says shamans walk between worlds to communicate with spirits and provide answers and guidance for the community. Protectors of the earth and guardians of nature, each shaman chooses an apprentice from within the family. That's why we have family room here, you guys. It says, thus shamanic knowledge is shared and preserved through the ages. That's what this awakening is for you then. It's an awakening from this ancestor that's trying to teach you something about your inner shaman. It says, ancestors speak, the path of the shaman calls to you. Focus on your connection with the earth, animals, and nature spirits. Whoever you are or wherever you come from, the shamanic way is open to you. Shamans can be male or female and come from many cultures around the world. A healer, seer, or shaman in your ancestry may have passed their gift or special knowledge to you. If you do not know your family lineage, dig deep and ask the universe to help you discover your ancestor spirits. Continue to connect with the earth, nature, and animal spirits, and you will uncover your ancestral link. You can then tap into the spiritual knowledge and further develop your gifts. Divinatory meaning here says you are a natural healer and hold the ability to connect to the restorative light of the universe for yourself and others. It is time to embrace or further your healing path. You have been using these gifts for a long time, over many lifetimes. Each person heals in their own way. You may use your words, your hands, or energy to nurture others. Explore different aspects and modalities of the healing arts, such as a massage, Reiki, or anything that opens you as a channel for rejuvenating energy. You can use anything you learn to benefit yourself and others. When you are healing others, surround yourself with golden light so you do not become drained. When you are ready, invoke the healing energy of the shaman and pass your knowledge on to others. One thing that I've kind of learned as an African American, we don't have a lot of our ancestral records. That's pretty common with African Americans. And one thing I've learned, I don't know as much about my ancestors, but the more I connect to them, me personally anyways, I'll just say me personally, the more I connect to them, I feel like the less I need to know about them, like specifically their name and where exactly they come. I don't know. It's like that connection to them. It's like it supersedes the information about who they were. So if you can't, I'm only saying that just to say, if you can't discover too much information about your ancestry, don't worry about pinpointing exactly who they were, what their names were, how many kids they had, what they went through, what their story is. Don't worry about it if you don't have access to that information. Just creating that connection and relationship with them, I promise you, either they will fill in those blanks for you, or you're going to feel such a deep connection to them that it almost doesn't even matter. It sounds weird, but I just wanted to say that just in case some of you guys don't know much about your ancestors. Okay, and then with treat your body well, exercise, meditate, massage, it says Thai culture was influenced by Buddhism from the 12th century. Their holistic approach to living well and avoiding illness included physical activity, meditation, diet, herbal medicines, and massage. Thai massage, or Nuat Thai, I believe, I'm not sure. It says it combines Ayurvedic principles, acupressure. I've been wanting to get some acupuncture done. I've been wanting that. Anyways, acupressure and assisted yoga positions. It says this technique is based upon energy lines, which is Sin in Thai, in and along the body, and the idea that these energy lines are responsible for balancing and energizing the physical, mental, and emotional processes in the body. It is believed this practice was used to treat Buddhist monks and nuns to ease sore muscles after hours of sitting in the lotus meditation pose. Massage is mentioned in the Pali Canon, the earliest surviving Buddhist scriptures, and that is this word right here in case you want to research. Practice of Nuat Thai was honored and preserved by Buddhist monks who passed down the information from one master to the next, and also through medical texts that were carved in stone. The Ancestor speaks as nurture your whole self and look after your physical body. People often think they don't have enough time to take care of themselves, but it is about making the time so you have more energy for yourself and others. Start caring for your body, heart, and mind to avoid tiredness or becoming disconnected from your spirit and energy source. Enjoy a massage, sign up for a yoga class, or add a suitable activity to your weekly or daily routine that will contribute to your wellness. Your muscles will benefit from the exercise, and afterwards your energy will flow better and you will feel re-energized. It's so true. It says divinatory meaning here. This card may be a sign for you to learn massage, practice yoga, or engage in a therapeutic activity. As you become healthier and more energized, you will be able to help others by passing on your know-how. If you already teach yoga or provide healing massage to others. This card is a confirmation that you are on the right track and to keep up the good work. And pile 1, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys as far as a message from your ancestors for the year of 2023. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your beautiful guides, my beautiful guides, our higher self, your ancestors, my ancestors, and spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So we're starting off with your tarot cards. Then I'm going to shuffle additional oracle cards on camera to derive some messages from your ancestral team for the year 2023. So let's get started. Very first tarot card that we have for you is the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Then we have the Eight of Swords. The Magician in reverse. And Justice, yes, Justice also in reverse. Pile 2, the first card that we have for you is the Queen of Wands, and she is the feminine aspect of leadership in the suit of Wands. And Wands is all about energy, ego, perspective, focus, attention. Feminine energy is passive or receptive, meaning that it attracts. In pile 2, the year 2023, your ancestors want to tell you that your energy or aura has been primed and like calibrated to attract a lot more attention. So when energy seduces or it becomes agreeable and inviting, it begins to attract in large sums. And they want you to understand that your aura or vibration will be enchanting in 2023 because it's exactly who the Queen of Wands is. Wand energy is fire, and what does fire do? It burns like a star. It's lit up and it's visible, unlike air, water, or the earth elements. So there's a force around and within you that pulls in. Same way I explain on Patreon how a star like our sun, it creates enough gravitational pull or force to attract different cosmic objects into its orbit. So what's funny is your ancestors are bringing up with the Eight of Swords right here that you may notice some sort of shift or change in you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but you can't see what others see on you. Another thing too is for some of you, a lot of this attention with this Eight of Swords here, it may make you feel a bit claustrophobic. It may make you feel like you have a lot of eyes on you, or like a lot of people are watching you, or like you never have time alone to yourself anymore. Something in your vibration has changed drastically where it's just like, it's like it's always something. I don't know if it's like somebody propositioning you for like a date or to hang out or something like that, but it may make you feel a bit claustrophobic with this Eight of Swords. It could be the idea that people project onto you with this Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, there's a lot of projection onto her because she is the Queen of the suit of Wands. So when we're dealing with the wand, again, that's fire element. And when it comes to fire, this is a masculine polarity, so it projects. And so whatever ideas that people project onto you because they think they know who you are, maybe without actually knowing you that much or being like having that close of a relationship to you, it could be that there's a lot of opinions that make you feel claustrophobic. Like you may start to feel claustrophobic because people expect you to be happy-go-lucky or funny all the time, or always made up and done up, or always talking about business, or always talking about spirituality, or always talking about healing. And it may make you feel like this Eight of Swords right here is what your ancestors are also bringing to my attention, like a lot with this Eight of Swords. So it's going to be important to not feel trapped in a box for you, because that's what this feels like for me. I don't know if you guys maybe get started on like a social networking platform, or you already are and you just start to get like a lot more traction over there, and it's just you feel like you have to keep up a certain type of content or a certain type of aesthetic or a certain type of look. Or like you always have to be in one sort of vibe, with the wands being here, because wands also talks about vibration. It talks about aura, presence, frequency, energy itself, because that's what the fire element rules esoterically. So with the Eight of Swords, that may make you feel, again, just like, oh, I wish people would just let me be me. So that's another thing that your ancestors are highlighting in 2023, more so in a way to tell you to watch out for that. Like, don't feel like you have to stay in a box, because it's your personality as a whole that people are very attracted to. So don't feel like you can only be one type of personality. Don't start to divide your personality up where you're like, oh, people only want to see this side of me, not that side of me. Make sure you don't do that, whether you're on social media or not, okay? Whether you're like a public persona or not. So that's something that they really wanted to mention to you. But yeah, with this Eight of Swords as well, they're also saying like you kind of can't see your own Queen of Wands. So it's like your ancestors also want to alert you to this change in your vibration. So 2023 for you will cause you to stick out. Next year will make you more apparent. Some of you have faced challenges trying to kickstart or to get something off the ground. With Magician in reverse right here, maybe you have a lot of good ideas, but they just didn't seem to land or stick in the past year of 2022. But again, with such appealing energy, Queen of Wands, everything that you want or put energy into creating and manifesting, it sticks to you next year. So what's interesting with Justice is your ancestors showing me a direct connection, or more so root from what you want or have been praying for and setting intentions for, and the blessings that you've been speaking into existence coming directly to you. So there's like a direct connection here, direct route straight from like the ethers of what you want to your physical reality with this Justice in reverse right here. They're saying that it's not a mistake. So whatever surprising manifestations come to you in 2023, you may ask yourself if it's real. Is this actually happening? It's going to feel like the universe is working with you instead of dealing with the resistance that you may have been met with in the past, especially with this Eight of Swords right here, Magician in reverse, because Justice is the card of karma. It's about what we deserve. And with Justice being ruled by Libra, who is ruled by Venus, Justice upright talks about positive developments showing up somewhere. So the energy is here for you, is positive development showing up for you all of 2023. Justice is karma smiling down on you, pile 2. And again, you may say to yourself, really, this is all mine, I'm allowed to have this. And your ancestors are saying, yeah, they're so excited for you. I mean, I see them celebrating you in the spiritual realm and being some of you guys' biggest cheerleaders, because they are saying that you've been through so much and weren't met with a lot of equality. You weren't met with a lot of justice in the past, with this showing up in reverse right here. That's why some of you are asking or saying to yourself, like, seriously, this is happening, this is working out, this is happening right now, like, I can't believe it. So something may feel too good to be true, but it's because so many of my pile 2s have waited so long for something to work out in your favor. And after being patient for so long, that when this shows up, whatever justice is claiming for you, you will almost forget that you prayed for it with the Magician in reverse, or that you set intentions for it, or that you asked for it with Magician and Justice in reverse. This could be something you gave up on or told yourself, like, you know what, I'm done praying for this and working magic and setting intentions and trying to attract this. It may have become an obsession in the past with the Eight of Swords right here. Like, for example, if someone in this pile has been like financially struggling and has been not only praying and asking the universe for a financial breakthrough, but has been working towards it, you may have said to yourself at some point, universe or angels or most high or whatever, I'm done asking for this. I know you've heard me and I know you will answer and make things happen when it's supposed to. So this Magician in reverse could be some of you having given up on this prayer manifesting, but more so as the reader, from my point of view, this feels like giving it to the universe, giving it to source and saying, this is in your hands. Like, this is totally in your hands. I cannot stress about this anymore. You have to understand the Magician is card number 1 and it's in reverse. Okay. You know what card Justice is? It's card number 11. It's 2 1s. This is a master number. This is master magician. So this is like double for your trouble. This is like a blessing or a prayer coming in twofold because of how patient and trusting that you had to be, because of all you have endured with the 8 of Swords, Magician, and Justice in reverse right here. I mean, you guys were literally hands tied behind your back where you were forced to wait for something, and the environment, or it's like a waiting room that you were made to wait in, and it wasn't the best environment with the 8 of Swords right here. You were very limited somewhere, and then look, we've got Justice popping out, pile 2. So the word for you in 2023 is breakthrough, breaking limits, glass ceilings, puncturing expectations, setting new standards, reaching for heights that were not visible to you before. Queen of Wands, your energy is sit back and let the good Lord work, okay? So it's also like your ancestors are excited that this happens, because for them, this is interesting. For them, it's vindication in a way. I've never seen this before. Okay, but what I'm picking up is also your ancestors have had to be patient. Your spiritual team has also been waiting in the spiritual realm for these blessings to come through for you. And it's like they are excited to show someone here, my pile 2s, like, see, we've been working on this for you. We told you it was coming. That's what it feels like. With the Magician in reverse, Justice in reverse, it feels like somebody here gave up, especially with the 8 of Swords. It feels like somebody here gave up. Like, I've been trying, I've been putting in the effort, I've been putting in the work, I've kept the faith, I've been patient, and things just didn't work out. There was a lot of interference as well with this Justice in reverse right here, Magician in reverse. There was some sort of spiritual, energetic interference when it came to your intentions and your prayers and the things that you were trying to vibrationally call in. And it's like you try to vibrationally match yourself to something, but there was some sort of interference. And your ancestors, pile 2, they're excited to show someone here in this pile, like, see, we have been working on this for you. We told you it was coming. It feels like such a strong response from them when this does materialize for you in your physical reality, where they're just like, yes, finally. It's like they're going to feel vindicated. So I don't know if some of my pile 2s, if maybe you've been looking at your spiritual team, maybe you've been blaming the universe, maybe you've been blaming spirit for things not working out. And they actually have felt like, not to make you feel guilty if that's something that you have done, but they've actually felt like really bad. They've actually felt like, we're trying, we're doing everything that we can, like we just have to wait for whatever reason. And so when this comes through, they're like celebrating with you. They're so excited. And have some of you been seeing the 3 of Wands lately? That could be a card that you start to see in the near future as well, if you get readings done or if you read cards on your own, because your ancestors have literally been in this 3 of Wands zone, like watching over your blessings and prayers, and they haven't wanted to tell you to be patient, because they're saying that the timing in a way was frustrating for them too, because they knew so many of you were waiting in this 8 of Swords environment. You were trying to work through an 8 of Swords conditions, and they knew that you needed a breakthrough like yesterday. And so your ancestors are just lit when this pops off for you. They are so excited for you. So watch out for the 3 of Wands, also the 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. Whether it shows up in reverse or not, those 3 energies and cards are very telling in terms of what's happening for you. Let's get a couple of Kipper cards and see if there's any other things that your ancestors want to highlight. Yeah, change, exactly. Big changes coming through. Big changes coming through for you guys. There's a car on this picture, so there could even be a car change to your vehicle, or maybe you guys buy a new vehicle. But we have main female came out and mature woman. Wow, this is totally that Queen of Wands energy. So maybe some of you guys, you could have an ancestor on in your ancestral team that is more feminine energy, and she's very powerful. They could as well, your ancestors could as well just be highlighting you and your feminine energy, whether you are male or female, doesn't matter, because we all have feminine and masculine energy. So the fact that they're highlighting your feminine energy, this is all about, again, just you being attractive, because feminine energy which is negative energy. I'm not talking about in terms of gender. I'm talking about feminine versus masculine energy. These are polarities, right? And so when you're dealing with the feminine, and again, masculine energy, it projects, it pushes out, it pursues things. Feminine energy attracts, it pulls in, it receives, it absorbs, it shapeshifts, it creates. So, you guys are really heavily in feminine energy for 2023. Just a lot of receptive type of energy for sure. You're going to seem very attractive. Occupation we have here underneath the deck. So there could be really big changes and a lot of attraction when it comes to your occupation, your job, your career, how you make your money. Like I was saying, she's also sewing on this. So I don't know, maybe some of you guys are involved in like maybe fashion, or what's it called, a seamstress, something like that. That's more of a very specific message. You don't have to be into sewing and stuff like that. But whatever your occupation is, yeah, I did kind of mention that. I don't know if you guys have maybe some sort of like public thing going on. Maybe you guys are like content creators. Maybe you are the face of your own brand, or maybe you're trying to establish your own brand or your own image or something. With the Queen of Wands here, the Queen of Wands, she's literally the queen of presence. She is the queen of aura. She is the queen of a vibration. So this is all about your presence and your aura, your ego, your personality shining, and having these changes in it where it has these more feminine changes to it, where it really starts attracting and receiving like crazy. Let's get some of you as well, you may be going through some sort of significant experience with a female in your life, a woman in your life. If you date women, this could be a woman coming into your life that ends up changing your life in some way. Maybe you end up committing to them. This could just be, even if it's not romantic, this could just be some sort of a female character coming into, with main female, mature woman, there could just be some sort of female character that comes into your life. And the Queen of Wands, yeah, it could just be some sort of a female character that comes into your life. It's crazy too, I just noticed this, the two male characters that we have on the cards are in reverse, and the two cards with women on them are upright. So there could be some sort of an important woman that comes into your life in some way and changes a lot of things. She could have something to do with your occupation, your job. Or again, this could just be talking about in terms of energy, you guys just being really attractive, because that's feminine energy. We have here, take a risk, overcome the fear of taking a risk, and your bravery will be met with a reward. Let your intuition guide the way. Queen of Wands is very courageous. That's why she is her throne. She's seated with lions on both sides of her, and then there is a cat, a black cat that's right in front of her. So when it comes to the Queen of Wands, is this very courageous energy. That could be another huge change to you guys' vibration, is you're willing to take a lot more risks in the year of 2023. You're willing to, and a risk for you, taking a risk for you could be listening to your intuition. It could be listening to your intuition, being guided by your intuition more. And there's another woman on this card, but I don't know. It might be women on all of these cards. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, but we have underneath the deck, embrace the dark. Allow yourself to feel and be present, to hold and nurture those dark unlit parts of yourself, and your life will begin to expand because of it. Sounds a lot like Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords here, but let me get one more from your ancestors, what they want to say to you. We have work your light. That's the Queen of Wands. Let the light of your presence illuminate every room you enter, and let them see the light that you carry. Again, about you guys being lit up, you having a lot more attention on you. And then we have underneath the deck, Angel of Dreams. Angels have been working with you during dream time by giving you important messages to help you with your situation. So for sure, watch out for your dreams, because angels are actually speaking to you through your dreams in the year of 2023. That'll be happening a lot. And like I was mentioning with this risk card right here, for a lot of you guys, taking a risk is listening to your intuition, speaking and communing with your angels, with your angelic team, through your subconscious, through your dream state, intuitively, and acting on the things that they tell you to do. That could feel like a risk for some of you guys. Let's get another couple more messages from your spiritual team. Okay, so we have here closing. Come to the end of a phase, the conclusion of something, completing a cycle. And so, okay, so there's also some closure. I feel like this has to do with this justice in reverse. So whatever was left open-ended, maybe there wasn't a lot of conclusion there. Maybe there wasn't a lot of clarity there. Maybe it was like something could have overlapped in a way or something like that. There is some closure coming for sure, the completion of a cycle. Then we also have here harmony, and it says discovering harmony within, harmonious relationships, and living peacefully. So even more harmony is coming in that your ancestors want to tell you about in the year of 2023. So more harmony when it comes to your job, your relationships, your internal being. This card says here knowledge. So you guys also have knowledge coming in for you. And it says, gift of knowledge to inform others, studying, learning to know ancient wisdom. So this is your ancestors passing you ancient wisdom as well. Very ancient knowledge. It could even have to do with like ancient civilizations or something like that. Spiders may be significant for you. What are they called? Arachne? I don't know. But spiders may be significant for you. Something with 8 legs. And let's see what was underneath the deck. Underneath the deck, we have perspective. Change the meaning of the issue. Experiences shaping perspective. Reflection for change. Kind of sounds like this change card right here. So another thing that's really changing is you guys' perspective, because like I said with this 8 of Swords right here, something may have made you feel claustrophobic. That could be something that happens in 2023 where it's going to sort of push you or encourage you to have a major perspective change or a change in perspective where you stop feeling limited by your personality, or you stop feeling limited by the things that people were attracted to you for. You know how like when like I'll just turn into an example. Let's say that like you're dating or something, and I don't know, let's say that like the person that you're dating, they tell you like they were really drawn to you because of how funny you are. This 8 of Swords is kind of like maybe you feeling like you always have to be funny in order to keep the attraction alive. And this is really saying with perspective over here, this is actually really saying to a lot of my pile 2s, allow people to get other glimpses of you besides what they were initially drawn and attracted to, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's get some other messages from your ancestors. We have, again, change. Big, you guys, really, pile 2, seriously, expect changes. It says here, didn't I mention 8 legs? And look, she's got 4 arms on each side. She's holding a sword, a lot like Justice right here. There's even a butterfly. Butterflies all over this card. What is that she's holding? I don't know what sort of a flower that is. It almost looks like a lotus. She's also holding a scepter. What are these things called with the 3? I don't know, is that a trident? I don't know. And then there's a lion back here, or a tiger. There's a tiger back here. Okay, and it says, when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. So a lot of change is going to come with you guys not necessarily intervening with this 8 of Swords right here. Not really trying to control. Underneath the deck, we have surrender. Yeah, exactly. So there's going to be a lot of changes that happen for you in 2023, and a lot of them are going to be kicked off by you surrendering in some way, shape, or form. We also have here clearing, and this also lets me know too that you guys are going to have this effortless way of vibrationally attracting a lot of things to you, where you really won't have to put in a lot of effort with Magician in reverse right here. Magician upright, he's working with all 4 elements, as above, so below. He's this constant channel where energy is flowing through him. And him showing up in reverse, I feel like in a way, this is kind of you guys in the year 2023. This is kind of your ancestors saying to you guys, like, next year you won't have to try as hard to maybe attract certain things. We also have your clearing. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. Exactly. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. Yeah, exactly. And then this also slid out. What is this? Again, surrender. Okay, wanted to be seen. It says sometimes learning to surrender can feel as if you are dying. The ego learns what's hardest to stop trying to control the whole universe. And then underneath the deck, we have true offering. True offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and returns it to love. So there's even, you guys, a lot of this effortless energy and these changes are coming in because you guys are really learning how to return to sender. You're learning how to recycle challenges. You're learning how to take in challenges, return them to the universe. And I think that's why a lot of you guys went through, if 2022 just seemed difficult for you, just like no matter what you did, nothing was working. That's so you guys could learn. It was a repeated lesson, especially with the Eight of Swords here. It was a repeated lesson that you guys had to go through until you learn how to do differently, until you learn to start giving up these challenges and these issues and these problems to the universe, where you were just like, you know what, I'm done trying. I'm done trying. I'm done trying. I'm done giving it. Yeah, I did mention that with your Magician in reverse. Some of you guys, you forgot that you set an intention or prayed for something because you gave up on it. And you're just like, you know what? I know that y'all done heard my prayers. I know that y'all know what I want. Now it's just up to you. That's why you guys had to go through that. Whether it was in 2022 or before 2022, that's why you guys went through a period of not manifesting, of not being able to change your circumstances, of having to sit in this waiting room with the Eight of Swords right here, like what I was talking about earlier, where you guys just had to sit and deal with what was around you. That was one of the main reasons. So you guys could learn how to give challenges back to the universe, back to the Most High. So you could learn how to abandon problems, so that it's like when a door stays shut, you stop trying to open it, and eventually a window somewhere else will open up for you. Let's get one final message from your ancestors. Let me shuffle again. Okay, we have here balance yourself, direction, growth, and life stages. So I'm going to read this out of the book. We also have what showed up, answering the call. And then underneath that, connecting with animals, animal spirit guides, healing, past pets. So if any of you guys had a pet that passed recently, or like in 2022 or even before 2022, they're also a part of your spiritual team and helping you. And then with answer the call right here, I feel like you guys have something to do or answer when it comes to your Queen of Wands energy, and work your light right here. And knowledge, yeah, take a risk, perspective, yeah, clearing, change, coming out twice, and even surrender. It could be that you guys are being asked to make the first step to surrender something, to give something up. But let me read this out of the book. And underneath the deck we have honor the deities around you, prayers, offerings, and help. So honoring the deities around you, it could be that there's some energies, deities, ancestors around you that want more acknowledgement. I did kind of mention earlier this. Some of you guys, like a select few of you, a very small group of you in this pile, you may have started to like blame spirit, the universe, maybe even your spiritual team for things not working out. And so for that to show up underneath the deck is kind of funny. Anyways, we have balance yourself. So balance yourself here says, for the Nihiawak, I believe, I'm not sure, in case you want to look that up, that's the word right here. It says, First Nation peoples of Canada, also known as the Cree, the medicine wheel represents the foundations of life. Each year, each lesson, each life is in constant motion through the 4 phases depicted by the medicine wheel. Its philosophy extends to the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual, and can help one understand their place in the universe as well as how they are linked to all living things. The 4 aspects of the medicine wheel are interwoven, and its underlying message is one of wholeness, balance, natural cycles, and relationship. The Cree, consult the medicine wheel for guidance, healing, purpose, and insight. Each of the quadrants relates to a direction, a season, a color, and a life stage as below. The East is spring, red, the sun rising, new beginnings in life, childhood feelings and emotions. South is summer, yellow, the sun at its highest point in the sky, adolescence, being active in relationships. The West is autumn, black, the setting sun, adulthood and its responsibilities, introspection and reflection. And the North is winter, white, the dark of the night, midnight, maturity, the thinkers and teachers in the community, decision making and deeper understanding. The Ancestor Speak says, each part of your life contributes to the whole of who you are. The strength you draw from one area of your life can help you manage another. However, it is now time to reflect and address the imbalance. That's why you guys got the Harmony card, and just your Magician and Justice is in reverse. Like I said, Justice is ruled by Libra. Libra is a sign of harmony and balance, being ruled by Venus. But it says, yes, however, it is now time to reflect and address an imbalance. Weigh up how much time and energy you devote to your health, finances, career, relationships, personal interests, and all other aspects of your life. Once you have identified the areas that need your focus, make a plan to restore balance. Nurture your whole self, mind, body, emotions, and spirit. The divinatory meaning here says, look at the world around you. Pay attention to the energy of Mother Earth, the seasons, the sun, and the moon. Consider how the patterns of nature affect you physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, and how they relate to the cycles. The medicine wheel supports your transition from one phase to the next. Bring your focus inward to grow, transform, release, and embrace a new stage or aspect of yourself in pile 2. This is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, of course, your ancestors for coming through and delivering these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, you guys stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So we are starting off with your tarot cards, then I'm going to be shuffling additional oracle cards on camera to receive some messages from your ancestral team about what you can expect in 2023, or just any sort of messages that they really wanted to highlight for you. So let's get started. The very first card that we have is the Two of Swords in reverse. Then we have the Four of Wands, also in reverse. And we have Judgment. And then the Three of Swords. All right, pile 3. First thing that your ancestors are saying is you having a multitude of personal encounters with spiritual energies next year, with a Judgment card right here. And there's a very intense spiritual journey in store for you that may have already started in the later part of this year, 2022, for some of you. There's a lot of confirmations and signs everywhere next year for you with Judgment here. Repeating numbers, especially repeating 1s and 11s. So whatever spiritual phenomena occurring around you, it will get sort of kicked up next year. A lot of audible messages coming through, I'm saying, with this trumpet in the Judgment card right here, where you'll be able to actually hear spirits. For those of you that have been waiting to connect with someone on the other side, you've been waiting on them to communicate with you, somehow your ancestors are highlighting a lot of correspondence next year, especially with this Four of Wands in reverse. This and the Two of Swords in reverse is some of my pile 3s asking for signs, guidance, messages, confirmation, proof from an energy source or spirit or your intuition. And it's like the stream of communication starts at some point and it doesn't ever stop. For some of you, this has already happened or started. So your ancestors are also mentioning a really big revelation or epiphany that happens for some of you at the very beginning of 2023. For others, it'll be maybe a little later into the year. But it's like this major epiphany that helps you release, let go, forgive, or find closure with a past pain with this Three of Swords right here. And for some of you, this either happens in therapy or during a conversation, because I see you sitting and speaking to someone else when some sort of realization hits you. And it's like this immense feeling of peace, runs down your entire body, sort of how goosebumps feel electric, but it's more gentle or peaceful than that. It's like something your soul needed to hear, because I feel like your higher self has been communicating this to you, but with the Three of Swords here, it takes this other party like saying something to you where you have this moment and something major clicks. For those of you that have had a very rough time with a parent, a parental figure, or a close relative, it pertains to that. And something about that pain that you've been carrying because of them, it just like lifts with this Three of Swords next to Judgment here. It's like it floats off into the ethers like a balloon, and it doesn't ever return. It's an ultimate judgment process that you are going through in 2023 that your ancestors are highlighting. And the conversation or the contents of what is said may seem so casual, but it's a major moment for you. And it's like you finally feel this lift off of you with the Four of Wands here. Wands is the fire element, and this aspect talks about ego, vibration, energy, perspective. With the Four of Wands in reverse, your frequency actually lifts upright. The Four of Wands talks about energy settling in place, where it literally becomes your a part of your vessel, a part of your temple, a part of your home space. It's like your spirit, for instance. The spirit is the temple that our conscious and our soul dwells within, I guess you could say. And so when this is in reverse, this is more about some sort of a vibration lifting off of you and not returning. So in reverse, Four of Wands is removed, it's lifted, it's interrupted, and the vibrational cord kind of gets cut from this Three of Swords over here. We also have a 2, 3, and a 4 present in your reading. So this tells me it's something that's carried on, or is energy that has been piled on with disappointment after disappointment after disappointment with this Three of Swords, and you being freed of that heaviness. It'll feel like your energy gets freed up in a way where you can take on other things that you want to focus on. So whatever this dense baggage was, it's like it followed you mentally with this Two of Swords and the Three of Swords. It occupied a lot of your mind and time. You'll actually feel lighter in 2023, pile 3, with this Four of Wands in reverse right here, especially with Judgment. So your ancestors are also mentioning a big move for some of you in 2023 that you may have doubted or been hesitating making the move. Maybe you didn't have enough energy to put into planning it. The reluctance gets turned on its head with this Two of Swords in reverse right here. And it's like the cosmos makes this executive decision where a path is cleared for you to easily make some sort of a big transition if you want it, with the Judgment card right here. Judgment is all about a judgment call. It's a verdict or a conclusion. And so more than likely you guys are going towards some sort of major change, with Judgment being about absolution, closure, even redemption. The slate is wiped clean with Judgment, and a major test has been passed. So your energy gets freed up to start a new life or incarnation or experience or chapter or journey. So you have a journey starting in 2023. And some of you, this is tied to your career. Feels like a small word though, because it feels bigger. It feels like your purpose or your passion, and you are your purpose, okay? You are your passion. This is why these things have to be enacted through you. Your purpose can't just like grow feet and walk off without you. Like, it needs you. So when you're sort of stuck or hesitant or stopped in one place mentally, Two of Swords in reverse, your purpose stops. Whatever it is that we do, our purpose does, okay? Because we are the vehicle, we are the Merkaba in this incarnation. Let's say that like you want to open a business, but you need to move to a different city, or for more business opportunity. This is everything falling into place so you can move and start that business, but it'll ultimately be up to you to follow your intuition and discernment. It'll ultimately be up to you with like, how do I want to act on my purpose and what I feel called to do. So again, ultimately it will be up to you to follow your own intuition and discernment, which will be very loud with you because of this trumpet here in the Judgment card. It'll feel like such a strong pull to do something because of the way everything falls together is another thing that your ancestors are really talking about. It's almost like, how can I say no? How can I not go for this? Even if you're still feeling some sort of reluctance when it comes to some sort of a big change or something. But with Judgment and the Three of Swords upright, 2023 is a year that you will always remember and look back on like, wow, that's when I started my business, or moved to this place, or met this person, or experienced this major life moment. This is a very memorable year for you, pile 3. And spiritually, your ancestors are telling me to tell you that you passed some sort of a huge test with this judgment right here. It feels like they're talking about now, or whenever you come across this reading. So whatever you guys have been working through with this 2 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Wands in reverse, is Spirit saying that you succeeded or graduated. They use the word elementally, which means like essential, fundamental. Wow. Okay, so 2022, for many of my pile 3s, it charted like a whole new course for you as you took on a conscious transformation with the 4 of Wands in reverse right here. Again, the 4 of Wands, it talks about, it's the element of fire. So it's all about conscious and ego and vibration. And the 4 of Wands, it talks about a stable vibration. So again, this is like your presence and your aura kind of settling somewhere. So in reverse, a lot of you guys, you either went through a major ego death, a dark night of the soul. You went through, especially with the 3 of Swords over here, you guys went through some sort of major change to your vibration, which kind of took you through maybe some old traumas, past pains and disappointments with the 3 of Swords right here that you guys had to work through. You could have done this with therapy right here with the 2 of Swords in reverse. And like I was mentioning with the 3 of Swords, somebody saying something to you next year that really helps something just lift off of your vibration that you may have been powering through and working through all of 2022 for some of you in pile 3. So again, this past year, 2022, I feel like for some of my pile 3s, it charted a new course because consciously you have released and let go of so many things. You may feel like you have to get to know yourself at this point with 4 of Wands in reverse right here. You guys may have avoided making a lot of decisions, especially permanent decisions in the year 2022. It's sort of like you were in Mercury retrograde all year with 2022 with this 2 of Swords in reverse right here. And you guys maybe didn't trust yourself enough or feel comfortable enough to make really big decisions or permanent decisions, things that you had to deal with long term. And it was because you were releasing so much, or you're going to be releasing so much, that it's like it was better for you to hold off. So it's a good thing for those of you that listen to your intuition, was like, it just doesn't feel right for me to make a decision right now. For some of you, this was like, I don't want to get into a relationship right now. It doesn't feel right for me to settle somewhere. You guys were against settling somewhere with this 4 of Wands in reverse throughout 2022. And moving into 2023, that's going to change, where you guys are going to start to feel a lot more comfortable making decisions, because you're going to feel as though you have solved a lot of whatever kept you hesitant in choosing one direction or another. So you guys are going to feel a lot more better about that. So yeah. And with this conscious transformation that you guys have gone through or are going through right now, this is why your ancestors are saying that you have been like accepted or authorized with the word elementally. They're saying like you have been, that word they're using to say that like spiritually you've been accepted or like authorized. The universe is literally endorsing some sort of new move for you, which is why in 2023 you come across this judgment energy that sets up the perfect moment of opportunity for you to make some sort of a big move, for you to start making decisions that feel a bit more permanent or cemented, decisions that you kind of can't get out of. Let's see what else your ancestors want to talk about. We have courtship. We've got courtship and then false person. So some of you were in a relationship, possibly in 2023 or at some point in the past, where somebody you started to see as a false person. And that may be why your 4 of Wands is in reverse, especially with the 3 of Swords over here, because it's like whoever it was that you thought somebody was, they ended up being a false person, or you ended up completely changing your mind about them with this 4 of Wands in reverse. 2 of Swords in reverse. Is this kind of like, I don't really know what to think of them, what to make of them or the situation. And that may be why this judgment in 3 of Swords is coming through so strongly. Like, I know that I have to make a decision in terms of detaching myself from whatever is false, from whatever is a facade, from whatever has a lot of illusion. Underneath the deck we have gift. Let me get one more. Oh, okay. We have here concern, mature woman underneath the deck. So yeah, some of you guys are concerned about a false person or about some sort of a partnership, but we also have courtship over here too. So this could mean that in 2023, your ancestors are trying to tell you that there is a possibility for some sort of courtship in 2023, or for you and a person to kind of be courting each other, but taking your time in a way as well, because you want to make a good judgment call. I think for some of you in the past, if you experienced a false person or some sort of a betrayal, you may have taken a hit to your confidence when it comes to your judge and character. You may doubt that you have a good judge of character because maybe you dealt with a false person or betrayal in the past. But this is another thing that, like I said, there's something that was heavily sitting on your vibration that gets lifted. And it could be because there is an honest person or a relationship or connection coming into your life with this courtship here. And they really move at your pace, understanding what you've been through with the 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords right here, 4 of Wands in reverse. They understand maybe how much your life changed after coming across a false person or a painful situation, experience, or connection with this 3 of Swords right here. And so somebody moves at your pace. They really work with you. They work with your traumas, your past, your pain, anything like that, your fears, your doubts, your worries, any sort of trust issues that you may have. And so that may be something that helps sort of lift this false person or this past connection that may have ended painfully. Whatever this pain is, they may help sort of lift that off of your vibration. These concerns, they help lift off of your vibration. Yeah. And let's see, let me grab, where's my other, oh, yeah, here we go. I feel like your ancestors are saying that if some of my pile 3s recently found out about somebody being a false person, I feel like your ancestors are saying they exposed somebody for you. Let's see, let's get some other, whatever you guys are concerned about as well, judgment is coming to that area, where you're going to know for a fact if it's something that you need to be concerned about, or if it's something that you can just, again, there's this like moment where your vibration is lifted. Yeah, exactly. We've got joyful times that flipped over. This is another message from your ancestors. It says a celebration is coming up, a wedding, a proposal, a birthday, or an achievement will be a wonderful time in your life. So you guys may be planning for some sort of big momentous occasion in the year of 2023. Maybe somebody's getting married, maybe somebody's having a baby, maybe somebody's moving, maybe someone's buying a house, getting their business started. But there's joyful times coming, and you guys deserve that with this 3 of Swords over here, judgment. This is like a judgment call on your concerns, your anxieties, your stressors, your pain, your disappointments, with the 3 of Swords right here. So again, with joyful times, your vibration lifts. You're able to spend more time and energy doing what you love to do and having fun. We have here conflicting desires and spiritual warfare. So that's what this was. Let me see what this is. Then we also have boundaries. So there's more boundaries coming in. That may be why you guys are just feeling a bit more safe, or a bit better, a bit more comfortable, a bit more trusting of yourself. We have here spiritual warfare. It says, oh wait, I didn't even read boundaries. Boundaries says when you don't protect or overprotect your boundaries, your needs go unmet. Review and renew your boundaries. I think this is another thing that your ancestors are helping you to do with this 3 of Swords for some reason, especially with judgment right here. And that may have been what happened with your 4 of Wands in reverse, is that you guys started to review your boundaries and if they were working for you in the past, especially with false person coming out right here. You may feel as though because your boundaries were set up a certain way in the past, like somebody got away with being able to do something that was false or sneaky or deemed as a betrayal. So this could be another reason for your 4 of Wands showing up in reverse, is like, I'm never going to allow that to happen again. I'm never going to get that comfortable again or something like that. But at the same time, that kind of weighed you guys' vibration down. So it's like now you have these reinforced boundaries, but it's also not weighing you down to have these sort of boundaries around you or your relationships or your job or whatever this may be. It's not going to weigh you down. You guys are going to find a way to have these boundaries set in place to where you feel safer and you feel lighter as well. Okay, so sometimes we make boundaries out of our pains, Three of Swords. Sometimes we allow our pain to set boundaries, and that usually doesn't work out, if anything. So we have here spiritual warfare. It says, remember that you have all you need to stand strong in this life and have victory over the battlefields of your mind, heart, and soul. Exactly. Like, you don't have to use a past painful situation. You don't have to use pain to keep you safe. You can be and feel safe without living with your pain and your suffering and your disappointments and your past, with the Three of Swords and Judgment right here. And then we have your conflicting desires. When the choice is hard, follow your heart and your desires will stop fighting against each other. I feel like that's more so advice from your ancestral team when it comes to conflicting desires. And we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords is literally the card of conflict. It's conflict in the mind. What do? Do I make, and they're not really making a decision because they can't. It's very difficult going back and forth. I don't know what to do. Is it yes? Is it no? Is it left? Is it right? Is it black? Is it white? Is it good? Is it bad? So whatever conflicting desires was going on for you guys, I feel like this had to do with the past, like 2022. I feel like your ancestors are also helping you in that area as well. Underneath the deck, we've got choose love. Strong reactions cause more harm than good. Again, like I was just saying with your Three of Swords, don't use your pain to set your boundaries, okay? It says strong reactions cause more harm than good. If speaking up feels like the right thing to do, then make sure it is done with love. Exactly. Because when you're healed and you feel safe and you've done the work, you don't really feel like you have to defend yourself so much, because your boundaries will do that for you. And this is why I say all the time, expectations are great, boundaries are way better because they'll do the work for you. You don't have to be like, hey, like I told you that I expect this, or I told you that I expect that. Okay, if they're not doing it, you already know what your boundaries are. Your boundaries are, it's basically the rules, the personal rules that we set up for ourselves in our lives. And we say, you know what, if I'm not getting this, then this is how I'm going to react. This is how I respond to X, Y, and Z. And make sure you actually carry through with those, because that is going to make you feel a lot safer in itself. And let's get a couple of more cards over here. We have got containing, controlling one's feelings, restraining oneself, repressed emotions. I was just about to say, this feels more so like containing your feelings. It was not the best thing to do. Oh, I just saw 2222 as well. So repeating twos may be significant for you guys. Some of you guys may have been drawn to pile number 2 as well, because I saw 222 for that pile. I don't know if I mentioned it. I think I might have forgotten to tell them. Anyways, though, that may be significant for you guys. Yeah, but with containing your feelings may have been something that you guys did in the past, and you're moving and working more towards acknowledging your feelings. I did mention therapy in your pile with the Three of Swords here, Two of Swords in reverse, that some of you guys, it may be therapeutic to have conversations and talk through things with friends, family, people that you trust, even strangers. Some of you guys, you may get into like professional therapy where you're actually sitting down with a professional to work through certain things with this Three of Swords right here, Judgment, and that's what helps lift your vibration. Because again, it's like you guys were holding on to something, Four of Wands in reverse. Something was like trapped in your energy, in your spirit, in your vibrational field. It's being released. It's not contained anymore. It's being lifted, like I've been saying your whole reading. And underneath the deck, we've got friendship. This is your friends making, oh wow, that's a cool looking card. This is your friends making a big impact on you in the year of 2023. Someone offering their support, someone close to you, your social circle. I feel like this is that person that I picked up. You guys having some sort of conversation with somebody. They say something and it just lifts something off of you. I don't know. It's like a moment of realization, but because they say it to you, and it's like it's something that your higher self has been saying to you. It's been communicating it to you. Two of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords. Even Judgment right here. Your higher self has been communicating something to you, but it's like the moment that somebody else says it to you and you confront that information, it's like, oh yeah. And it's like you kind of realize it, and I don't know, there's some sort of really strong alchemical process that happens with that realization. Yeah, we got sacred alchemy that was underneath friendship. where it says magical process of creation, creating a life of magic, union with the divine. So you guys may even feel a lot more in union and in harmony with the divine. With the divine in the year of 2023. Let me get a couple more cards for you. See what else your ancestors want to say. We have here your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. That's the Two of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse, and the Three of Swords. This is literally the Most High God blowing this trumpet through whatever your fears and your illusions are, whatever your path is. Hold on. Did I mention that for you? That your path gets cleared with this Judgment card right here? Something kind of blows through your... Did I say that? I can't remember. Oh God. I think I mentioned something because this trumpet was really sticking out with Judgment today. I mean, like I always see it whenever the Judgment card comes out, but it was like really sticking out in your reading. And there's something about Judgment, sort of this trumpet being very loud in your year of 2023. And so this trumpet could also be playing a part when it comes to your path and helping sort of break through any sort of fears and illusions that you guys have been carrying. Four of Wands in reverse. And then underneath the deck here we have allowing, and it says radical acceptance. Say yes to reality in any given moment so what's needed can come next. So this is being more open and not being so closed off from fear or doubts or worry, any sort of anxiety or stress that came from a past disappointment. Three of Swords, Two of Swords in reverse. You guys are going to get, again, you're getting freed of that so you can allow new energy to come in, so you can allow new opportunities to come in, new pathways to come in, new relationships and friendships and joy to come in, new boundaries to be set, to allow your emotions to be freed, any sort of conflict and combativeness, internal conflict is being relieved from your spirit, because you guys were in a state of spiritual warfare right here, especially throughout 2022. So something about allowing, it reminds me a lot of Judgment right here. The energies feel the same, where this is kind of allowing the universe, spirit, the Most High, to work through your own journey, where certain things get lifted and other things get settled. Okay, let's get a final message from your ancestors. And we have connect with past loved ones, sense, feel, reconnect. Didn't I tell you guys earlier that if you've been waiting on communication from someone on the other side, you're going to experience that. Sorry, I thought I just saw something. You're going to experience that in 2023. And also too, anytime you guys sense that there's somebody on the other side around you in this realm, they are. As you can see, these spirits here, they're present during this ceremony or ritual or invocation. So sense, feel, and reconnect. This is why you guys had to release a lot from your vibration. It was too bogged down. And now that you have released, this Judgment energy has helped you to release a lot of things. Now it's like your communication, like I said, it's going to start and it's not going to stop if it hasn't started already. Underneath the deck, we've answered the call. That's that Judgment energy. Explore, travel, and live. Wow. Yeah, there's a call coming in for you guys in 2023 that your ancestors are trying to tell you about. And you needed to kind of be freed somewhere. Four of Wands in reverse, so you can go follow that call. Connect with past loved ones here says, the Aztecs had a complex cosmology and a ritual calendar dedicated to their many deities. They held a strong belief in the afterlife and thought the way they died determined whether they would go up in spirit to the sun god or down to the dark underworld. The underworld was ruled by the god and goddess of the dead. Ooh, I can't pronounce that. I don't know how to pronounce that. That's the word right there. Yeah, but that word and then this word or name. And it says, as a guardian of the afterlife, these energies oversaw festivals of the dead. Over time, her traditions evolved into Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, which in modern-day Mexico is celebrated on the 1st and 2nd days of November. During Dia de los Muertos, the gates of the underworld open and spirits are allowed to reunite with their families. The living and the dead reconnect with family feasts, dancing, and celebrations. Oh, that's the same day as like Samhain too. It says it is believed that keeping their deceased loved ones happy will bring good luck, wisdom, direction, love, and protection for the living family. So this is even your ancestors and spirits on the other side, having a lot of protection around you, sending you a lot of wisdom, good fortune, directing you. This is why you guys are going to be able to hear spirit very, very clearly with this judgment right here in the year of 2023. They're also sending a lot of love. So it could even be friendship, that whatever friends you come across and meet in 2023 that you create a deeper bond with, your ancestors had a lot to do with that. And loved ones on the other side. It says the ancestors speak. Pay attention to what you feel around you, as well as your 5 key physical senses. You have a 6th sense that connects you to the spiritual world. This card indicates that your 6th sense is strong. Your ancestors or loved ones in spirit are trying to get your attention. They are sending you signs that they are with you and love you very much. Watch for their signals and be open to connecting with them. The divinatory meaning here says, learn how to connect with your loved ones in spirit so that they can bring guidance, confirmation, and encouragement in times of stress or trouble. You may sense your past loved ones when the hair on your arms rise, or when you feel, didn't I mention you guys may feel electricity? Was that your pile? They're all blending together. I hate when this happens, but I think I didn't mention for you guys that you may feel some sort, like a sense of electricity run through you. When you connect to spirit. Oh yeah, a lot of spiritual phenomenon for you is going to really kick up next year. And it says it right here. You may sense your past loved ones when the hair on your arm rises, or when you feel heat or cold in and around your body. You may also experience sensation in your stomach or a heightened need to be on alert. When this occurs, take a moment to ground, breathe deeply, clear your mind, and allow guidance to arise in your heart, mind, or feelings. And pile 3, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, your ancestors and mine, and spirit for delivering these messages today. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, please stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. Pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we're starting off with your tarot cards, and then we're going to be shuffling additional oracle cards on camera to pick up some messages from your ancestral team and what they want to tell you about when it comes to next year, 2023. So let's get started. Very first card for you is the Fool. This card also came out for another pile today. Then we have here the Two of Cups. The Chariot in reverse. And the Six of Pentacles upright. And then Judgment. Okay, pile 4. So, first thing that your ancestors are highlighting is a clean slate in your connections and relationships, letting the past stay in the past, letting bygones be bygones, agreeing to move forward. But this is between 2 separate parties. So this could be with any current relationships that are being challenged right now or contested, or if you have been estranged from someone even. This was a big conversation that we had over on Patreon during Scorpio season. Yeah, because Scorpio being ruled by Pluto. I consider Pluto in astrology to be the planet of like estrangement and kind of like losing connections with certain people and things, because Pluto's the furthest planet in the solar system. And it's so dark. So it's kind of like where things like die or go dark at. And so that could be something that some of you guys have gone through in this past year, 2022. But this is you guys coming back together with there being no animosity or lingering resentment with the Fool and the Two of Cups here. It's like you guys are literally turning a new page together. And this also applies to new relationships and connections where you are able to leave the past in the past and treat new connections that you make in 2023 as their own experience independent from previous relationships, especially for those of you in this pile that have been through some sort of maybe really bad breakup or a separation, a divorce, even some sort of a settlement with Chariot in reverse right here. So Chariot in reverse can talk about some sort of a fall from grace, like a mini tower moment. And the tower is actually its companion card. But yeah, with this card, the Chariot here being ruled by Cancer, this could have to do with the family unit or people that you considered family. You were so close to them that they felt like your family, your chosen family, that you feel like maybe you lost the relationship with, or like things changed out of your control, or like you became estranged from them with the Chariot in reverse right here. So this is losing control of your Chariot and things veering off in a strange direction and uncharted territory. So it's like, when I see that sort of energy pop up, it kind of tells me that there is like a maybe a connection has been sort of in limbo. You don't really know what's going to happen. You don't know if you guys are going to come out of this like stronger on the other side, or if you guys are going to go your separate ways. And it also kind of lets me know that maybe something has not been addressed in a particular connection or relationship or situation of yours. Maybe you're just sort of sitting back and allowing things to play off. Maybe you're taking a more passive role with things. And again, with the Chariot in reverse, this is kind of like veering into uncharted territory. So this is why this feels like, to me, some sort of estrangement, or like a situation that just has slowly gotten away from you or slipped out of your grip. The Six of Pentacles here, I've never seen this before with this card, but your ancestors are talking about education. So some of you may be enrolling or going back to school or adding a minor, maybe getting another degree. This can be you getting your certifications or license for something in 2023. Some of you, this could even be more so about learning a new communication style, maybe learning somebody that you become estranged from, getting to know them again. Getting to know them as the person that they now have become. Some of you may get into teaching or working with some sort of like a nonprofit or some sort of charity with the Six of Pentacles here. And something about the Six of Pentacles, your ancestors keep saying you are seeing things differently. So maybe that has to do with the world or people or humanitarian work, giving back somehow. If that's the case, then they are saying that you will be doing a lot of traveling in 2023. Some will be like long distance. Other locations will be closer to home. And Judgment also came out for another pile as well today. But Judgment is your ancestors saying that you're going to be able to pick up and go in 2023. So you won't be as restricted in terms of when this trumpet sounds. You'll be able to go over here for a few weeks, or travel there, get involved with this if you need to, if you want to. Something about Judgment and the Six of Pentacles, they keep showing me or signaling to me that you're going to feel like you have more freedom in a way. You're going to feel provided for. There we go. You're going to feel provided for in a sense. And Chariot in reverse, they want me to go back to the family message for a second. Hold on. They want me to go back to the family message. I don't know. For those of you in pile 4 that you have a sibling, maybe it's a step sibling, they always took the role of a parent. Maybe they were very controlling. Chariot in reverse. You guys may have gone through a really difficult chapter or time in your connection or relationship when you started to do a lot of things for yourself and live for you, and maybe you weren't taking their advice as much. Maybe you weren't letting them in as much on different moves that you were making in your life. Maybe they may have felt like you were the one that got away from them, like you were the one that slipped out of their grip. I don't know why this feels like a sibling or somebody that's not a parent trying to play parent in your life. Maybe some of you grew up without your parents really being involved in your life, or you weren't as close to your parents. So maybe your sibling or some other family member maybe took the role of a parental figure in your life, and they may be having a difficult time, or they may have had a difficult time in the past with you making your own decisions somewhere. Okay. I don't know why they wanted me to go back to that, but I feel like in 2023, I feel like they're showing me that because they're saying in 2023, that person, whoever may have seemed very controlling over you in the past, whoever this person is, I feel like your ancestors are showing me in 2023, they're going to come to more acceptance of the fact that it's like they don't control your life, and they don't need to guide you as much. They don't need to have such a tight grip on you. And that's going to be something that really helps and heals you guys' relationship and connection. But going back to the Six of Pentacles and Judgment right here, your ancestors are saying that you're definitely going to feel as though you've stepped out of some sort of proverbial box or role with the Chariot in reverse, and like you have a lot more agency somewhere. And this could be, for example, like you're single now, or your kids just went off to college and now you get to go travel and explore. Maybe you get to go stay with a friend that lives in another country for a little bit. Just an example, but it's like you guys are going to feel very provided for. There's something here where it's like you guys are going to feel very provided for. With the Six of Pentacles and Judgment, it's like you want to do something. Maybe you don't know how you're going to get the opportunity or the resources to pull something off. And then Judgment, something comes through for you cosmically. It's like divine intervention with Judgment right here. As you can see with the Archangel on this Judgment card. So this is really like divine cosmic intervention coming through and providing the means or the ways for you to do the things that you really want to do in 2023, where you don't have to get too creative. Chariot in reverse right here with like, how do I do this for myself or that for myself? Yeah, it's like you just get provided for. This is like a very, I don't know why the word wholesome just came through. Something about your pile feels very wholesome. And that could be because you guys are just going to be feeling like you're maybe doing something for other people with the Six of Pentacles right here. It's just something about you feeling filled up, like your cup feeling more full because of maybe some things that you get to do in 2023, or maybe it's the way that you help other people. Maybe it's the way that you're able to forgive certain people in your life and from your past and just to move on. It's like wholesome is the word. It's such a strange word, but it kind of makes sense, especially with the full Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Judgment right here. It kind of makes sense that it's just like you're feeling good. You're feeling on cloud nine. There's not a lot of anger here. So I don't know if you guys have been dealing with anger. If you've been angry about something, it's like you're able to just feel more positive. That's what this wholesome word is like pertaining to, is you just feeling really positive, really good, really full about like, I'm not carrying anything in my heart. With these scales right here in the Six of Pentacles, you know that maybe there's like no resentment here. You're really treating everyone equally with the Six of Pentacles. You're treating everyone equally, whether you've had a past with these people or not. You're treating everybody equally, and something about that feels so wholesome. Like it's like you feel like a really good person with this Judgment card right here. So I don't know if some of my pile fours have been struggling to feel like a good person, if you've been struggling to feel mature, if you've been struggling to feel wise, just an example, but like a good Christian or a good spiritual person or an optimistic person or a love and light person. Maybe some of you guys haven't been feeling like that in the past. Maybe in 2022 you weren't feeling like that, but it's like something about 2023, you're gonna feel, it's gonna feel wholesome. It's the most odd word, but yeah, it's just like you're gonna feel very good, very, very good. You're gonna feel proud of yourself. You're gonna feel good about yourself. It's like nobody can tell you about you either. Two of Cups right here. Nobody can tell you about you. Nobody's opinions of you is going to influence you in any way, shape, or form, because at your core, you feel so good about who you are with this Judgment right here. It's like you just feel like spiritually at peace, I think, with this Judgment. And then there's also something here about you guys just being able to like get up and go. And I don't know if some of you want to live near water or on the water, like in like a boat or something. I don't know. Or maybe you guys are just doing more boating, because they just brought this wave in the background of judgment to my attention. But wherever you have been praying and asking for more freedom, it gets granted in 2023, pile 4. And oh yeah, I forgot we have the Fool card over here. They're saying 2023 will feel like a nonstop adventure for a lot of you as well. Just always doing something different, always on the go, always on the move. And it's funny because another pile had the Fool show up and another pile had the Judgment show up. And these messages are so different or their energies are so different from pile to pile. It's crazy how the same cards can show up, completely different energies, completely different messages. I mean, this is just how like vast the tarot is. But yeah, so some of you may get swept up as well in a romance. Some of you may get swept up in a romance. It could be like a whirlwind type of experience with this Two of Cups and the Fool right here. And it may happen so fast that like to the point that it destabilizes you for a little bit. Like, I mean, the honeymoon phase is going to snatch your soul, okay? What I mean by that is for a little bit, that new relationship or connection may be the only thing that has your attention for a while. So you'll sort of like nest in this. Your ancestors are saying you may take off from work when they're, I almost said when they are in town. So this new relationship for some of you, it may form with someone that doesn't live nearby. Maybe they live long distance, but it's like this feeling of wanting to always extend the time that you guys have together. If you're already in a committed relationship, then this could be like platonic or business, or it could be your romantic partner and you spending more time on your own projects and hobbies and goals or work or school. So it's like the time that you guys do have and do spend together, you both start to see it as very precious. And it's like distance making the heart grow fonder is the kind of idea here. So it's like the more your interests pull in your time and energy, it has this effect on your relationship where it's like it makes you guys want each other even more. It makes you guys want to spend even more time around each other. And the time that you guys do spend together, it just feels extremely profound. So I'm seeing for those of you already in a loving relationship that like the switch from fun to business may feel a bit harder, but it's because of how much your relationships pour into you in 2023 and your ancestors are saying. And this could be with like friends where you guys, when you guys do hang out, it's difficult to end the party and you're already planning on hanging out or seeing each other before you say like bye, see you next time. So there's a lot more fun and fulfillment in your connections in 2023. Just a lot of wholesome fun. The word wholesome, okay. But yeah, your ancestors are definitely highlighting that. More fun in your connections, especially for those of you that may have forgotten how easy and effortless connections can be and probably should be. And that's coming back or coming in next year. And so it's like, and also too, more spontaneity. So if you are interested in long-term connections, some of you are definitely getting engaged or married in 2023. This Two of Cups is like drunk in love for my pile 4s. Like you're having a really great night, things get a little foggy, a little crazy, and you end up like at the chapel or something, like in Vegas. It's just an example, but there is a lot more spontaneity coming, and it's like your ancestors are saying that your relationships will be a huge source of happiness, fulfillment, and peace for you. And I know that might sound too good to be true with all the assholes and parasites that exist in the world, but your ancestors are saying that your relationships will be a source of light and happiness for you in 2023, like where you are glowing because of them and you look different and feel different. This connection or connections, they really brighten you up next year, like we see with the Fool right here. He is gone, okay? Like the Fool is gone. Look at him. He's just, you can't tell him shit. Like, you see what I mean? Like you can't really, well, the light's in the way, but you can't tell him nothing. Just take my word for it. He is feeling himself. He is gone with the wind. So, he's not here. And that's why he is so unaware of his surroundings, about to walk off a damn cliff, because he's gone. So, but this doesn't have like negative connotation for you when it comes to this Fool card. Sometimes he can. Sometimes it's more of a warning. As we spoke about on Patreon, the Fool ain't all bubbles and sunshine. Like, he is also, watch your damn step, you about to go off a cliff. So, yeah, but other times it's like, it's needed. This is the type of shift that's needed for you to kind of get lost in this whirlwind, or lost in this romance, or lost in this fun, or lost in your passions, lost in the beauty of something, and really feeling something, like a full body experience where you lose track of time. You really don't know where you're at, what you're doing, what's going on. That's happening for a lot of you in 2023. Again, that word wholesome coming back around. So yeah, they're not telling me that there's any negative thing here with the Fool. It's a really good thing. They keep saying that you need this, you deserve this. Yeah, judgment right here. You need this and deserve this. This is a gift with the Six of Pentacles coming in for you, Two of Cups right here. So let's get started. What do I want to shuffle? Oh yeah, that's right. Some Kipper. Let's get a couple of Kipper cards. Let's see what else your ancestors want to highlight for you about 2023. We have great fortune. So great fortune is coming through with you guys. I feel like it's fortunate energy. It could even be money. It could be opportunities. It could be blessings. We also have imprisonment. Wherever you guys felt trapped, Chariot in reverse right here. Wherever you guys felt trapped, like I was saying with I did mention that with your Chariot in reverse, you guys may have felt like you couldn't break out of something. And with Chariot in reverse, it's like you step out of some sort of box. So wherever you guys felt trapped, like you didn't have the keys to something, like you couldn't get out of something. For some of you, it was your own making, because I just heard it was some sort of, you felt trapped because of you for some reason. Maybe this was a relationship, or I don't know, a job you were in, or some sort of commitment you were in. It could have had to do with your finances. Whatever it is, like I said, yeah, I was mentioning with your tarot cards down here, it's like the universe provides. It provides a way for you to get out of this with imprisonment. For some of you, if you have a loved one or something that is in prison or jail or something like that, your ancestors are highlighting this person or this experience, so they could even be coming home in 2023. I don't know, because I didn't hear that, and I'm not going to say it. I ain't going to put words in your ancestors' mouth. They're not about to come for me, okay? So I don't know, but they could just be highlighting that situation for whatever reason. And we do have Judgment over here and Fool, so this could be that they're coming home, that they're getting out. Maybe somebody helps you. Maybe a lawyer takes on their case, like pro bono or something like that. Like I said, the universe provides. So they could be mentioning that for a very specific reason. We have changed underneath the deck. But let me get one more. And then we also have unexpected income. Unexpected income with great fortune. I mean, for real? Like, oh, damn. And then you guys have gift underneath the deck. I'm going to leave this out for you too. Wow. So imprisonment, it could be more metaphorical than actually literal. Take it as it resonates for you. But whatever this is, whatever you guys are getting out of, breaking out of with imprisonment, it's unexpected. It's also going to bring an unexpected income. It's great fortune. And as you guys can see, we've got Lady Fortuna on this card, and she's carrying a cornucopia. We spoke about her in the Wheel of Fortune episode on Patreon. She is lucky as she's not even lucky. She is she's literally fortune energy, fortunate energy. When we deal with like fortune, we're dealing with, we really don't know what sort of fortune we're going to land on. Could be good, could be bad. You know, you never know. But with great fortune, unexpected income, and gift, this is something where it's like, this is good, fortunate energy. This is blessings coming through wherever you guys felt trapped before. Wherever you guys felt trapped before, like nothing was changing, like nothing was moving, like nothing was progressing, great fortune's coming there. This could be when it comes to your relationships. Yeah, I didn't. You guys were the power I was talking about, estrangement. Let's get some other messages from your ancestors. So there's great fortune coming to you guys as even relationships, even gifts we have here. Look, thrive. Oh my God. It says make the best of the blessings in your life and concentrate on what is working. Your angels are clearing the way for you. This is that judgment. Like I said, they're blowing that trumpet, and then it's like it clears your path or something like that. You guys are also going to be thriving is what your ancestors also want to tell you. In 2023, spirit contact underneath the deck, it says answer the call of your ancestors to connect to their wisdom and receive their support. So they even have spiritual contact. They're going to be making a lot more spiritual contact with you. You guys may see, you may actually visibly start to see things work out, or you may start to get glimpses of your ancestors and your spiritual team, things like that. but they have certain gifts to give you in 2023, and it has to do with income and great fortune all around. So this is, yeah. For real, what are you? We've got freedom. Yeah, breaking out of, this is you guys breaking out of wherever you felt imprisoned. Freedom, power to do what you want. I did mention that with your Judgment card in Six of Pentacles. It's like whatever you guys want to do, you're going to have the freedom to do whatever it is that you want, because it's like every single time the universe provides a way for you to be able to do whatever it is that you want. And then it says, celebrating independence, nothing can stop you. Nothing can stop you. Especially with Chariot in reverse right here. And then we have divine love, a soul connection with someone, looking for, finding true love, loving something and someone. This is your Two of Cups right here. Pile 4. This is beautiful. Oh, you guys really do deserve it, because they were talking about that with your Judgment here. Like, you guys deserve this huge shift and change and fortune for sure. Okay, let's get some additional messages from your ancestors. We have sacrifice. Some of you guys have made a sacrifice, and this is where that feeling of imprisonment came, or restriction came. It says sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. So whatever you guys felt trapped, some of you guys, you may have felt imprisoned to a certain habit or routine or a lifestyle or a coping mechanism. Maybe it was a certain substance that some of you guys felt imprisoned to, like it was just your master for a while. Whatever your master was that was not of love, it was not the most high, it was not unconditional love. Judgment is coming through. Your ancestors are coming through. Your angelic team is coming through and blowing, literally sounding the trumpet and blowing whatever this imprisonment was that you felt imprisoned to. It's blowing that right out of the way. Underneath the deck, we have gratitude. Fill me with gratitude for all you give. May it be a vehicle for you wherever I go. This is what I was talking about with wholesome. It's just like you guys just feeling good. Oh, I did say that with your Judgment. So some of you may have a past that maybe you're not happy about with this imprisonment card over here. Maybe some of you guys feel like you have to make up for your past, compensate for it in some way, because Judgment is the card of redemption. It's the card of, like, you see them sticking out of their graves. Literally, this is like the card of being judged. Like, what did you do during your lifetime, during your incarnation? And the Most High judging you for it and saying, okay, well, you know what? They made amends for it. We're going to put them in paradise, or whatever happens after we die. You know, we don't know for certain what happens after we die. But this is the idea behind Judgment. And so for some of you then, that's giving a little bit of a new meaning to your Judgment card as well. For some of you, maybe you feel a bit ashamed about your past, especially with imprisonment right here. And so you may be trying to settle the scales. I did mention the scales with your Six of Pentacles right here. You guys are trying to maybe balance the scales somehow. Like, you know what? Maybe I messed up in the past. I need to be a better person or do things differently. And like I said, in 2023, you guys are going to just feel so good about yourself. Gratitude. Your cup's going to feel so full. And then let's get one final card from your ancestors. One final message. Laugh and have fun. This is what I'm saying. It's wholesome. It says smile, positive energy, joyfulness. You guys are going to feel so good. This is gratitude. This is all after all the sacrifice that you guys have made too. Oh my God, you guys are going to be really thriving. Underneath the deck, we've got earth magic, nature rituals, charms, and answer the call is sticking out. Explore, travel, and live. So let me read Laugh and Have Fun out of the book. One second. Okay, Laugh and Have Fun here says, due to its remote location in the eastern Himalayas, Bhutan, I believe, has been largely self-reliant and protected from invasion. Bhutan is a name used by outsiders. The inhabitants call their homeland Drukyul, I believe, meaning land of the thunder dragon. Despite its isolation, Buddhism arrived in Bhutan as early as the 7th century CE and was a well-founded part of the culture from the 8th century. In 1972, the 4th king of Bhutan, King I don't know. I'm gonna just show you all the name because I don't know, in case you want to research it. also right here. It says, but this king infamously stated that gross national happiness is more important than gross domestic product. That's a good ass leader. Oh my God. The world needs more of that. Where is he? Well, this was 1972. Okay. It says once coined, gross national happiness became a hallmark of Bhutan's infrastructure. I want to move here. It says the Gross National Happiness Index, GNHI, was introduced as a yardstick for government policy and business practice. The GNHI considers psychological well-being, health, education, community vitality, living standards, and other factors, not just economic growth. The world needs to take notes. Like, are you kidding me? It says here, this holistic approach to progress is unique, inspiring, and successful. It's so inspiring. It says, since the introduction of the GNHI, Bhutan has significantly reduced poverty and its economy has seen consistent growth. Sounds a lot like great fortune, unexpected income, and gifts. Sounds a lot like that, and thriving right here. Divine love, freedom, gratitude, sacrifice. Wow. Oh my gosh. It says it remains one of the happiest places on earth. Oh my God. It says the ancestors speak. When was the last time you had a proper laugh? When did you laugh so hard your stomach hurt? If it was too long ago to remember, it is time to plan a joy session. Watch some comedy, read a funny book, or connect with some positive people. You may want to try a laughing meditation. If you have already had a good belly laugh today, have another one. You can never have too much laughter in your life. Joy and laughter can help you through the hard times. The divinatory meaning here says laughter is truly the best medicine. It heals you and helps you to open yourself to positive energy. When you laugh, you become magnetic, drawing like-minded positive people to you. This is that Two of Cups full card right here. Six of Pentacles. It says also laughing is infectious. By increasing your gross personal happiness, you help others smile and laugh as well. You can help heal people who need a boost of positive energy. Smile, laugh, and giggle today. Beautiful. And pile 4. This is all that I'm saying for you guys. I mean, hands down, I think I would say you had like the best reading today for sure. But pile 4, this is all that I'm saying for you guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, and your ancestors and mine for coming through and delivering these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys.